Hello, people of America and the world. This is Merlin Gibson, reporting. I look around. Trees piled up at the base of bridges and abutments. Mudslicks where the waters flowed. Cars overturned and smashed. Roofs of homes sitting on the ground. Everywhere. Destruction. Like a war zone. The destruction from Hurricane Hellene. The dam at the North Fork has a whole section of cement missing, as if it had been taken out of the position by a crane or something, or even blown out of place. I have heard reports from people in the outlying areas that they have not seen or heard from lots of families who lived in the area. Their homes were washed away by the 30 to 40 foot wall of water. It came so suddenly, everything and everyone was washed away. The old motto of the police, corpus delicti, no body, no crime, which in this case means without a body, no death certificate can be given. That means people have no means to go onto their family's property, potentially allowing the government to come in and claim it, or others may come and squat on the property. There are bodies in the water and mud, but it does not appear anyone is recovering them. On a side note, these lands are rich in minerals as well. Pray for all the people here. The government response has been somewhat slow. In addition, they have placed most of the sport areas quite some distance from the communities hit hardest by the flooding. For sure, many areas do not have adequate roads to enter the area. They have brought in the 101st Air Assault Division support teams, which apparently include some engineers and sappers. Yet even with this, we haven't had many bridges put into place. If we can't get temporary bridges up with military support, what do we plan to do in a war where bridges are intentionally destroyed? Our combat engineers used to be able to build bridges really quickly. Doesn't make much sense considering the size of the military-industrial complex. Thankfully, most average Americans are still able to adapt and overcome, especially these hardy Americans in the Appalachians. They even made a makeshift bridge using trucks and trailers. Good work. Now, I would advise everyone to be very mindful about accepting any funds from the government, as they seem to be just loans, which the government potentially could call on tomorrow, should they deem it necessary. Not that they will, but it is possible. Just make sure you read all the fine print. Do not put what you have left at more risk. Even President Ronald Reagan said the worst thing a person could hear is, "We are the government and we're here to help." I will leave it at that. Be mindful. Protect your family. Protect your family in every way, and definitely protect the remaining property you have. Remember, according to the U.S. Constitution, everyone is a member of the militia once they are 16 years of age. Protect your family and property. As the U.S. Declaration of Independence says, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So protect all three. On top of all this destruction, the people in the Ashland Valley have reported to me that Hessian immigrants have come into the area and have started looting the remains of businesses and homes in the valley. I think they meant Haitians, because obviously Hessians haven't been in these parts since the 1780s, though the Hessians did take things and barge into homes back then. The owners of the businesses have been threatened with arrest by local police if they try to remove their personal items from the businesses. The owners just want to save things so they can start their businesses again. Meanwhile, these so-called immigrants are not being stopped by any police in the area. The police just simply ignored the looting. Within minutes of the looting, a person came up to the looters and moved to push them away. The person was dressed in woodland camouflage gear and carrying a wooden staff or walking stick. When confronted by this man, the looters pulled out guns. The man just took his walking stick and whooped the looters this way and that, and not one shot was sent towards him. Once all the looters were lying on the ground moaning, the police then moved to arrest the man. Just as it looked like the man was going to be taken to jail, the people said he just simply moved through them and slipped away. A ghost? Not likely, as the immigrants were left with welts and injuries from his club. The police looked bewildered, according to the people. But the people are ecstatic that the man defended their property. The people have a hero. The people's description of him was reminiscent of the man who took and carried the pallet of goods several days ago. If he's the same man, might we call him Samson? The people are. There you have it, folks. Not everyone wants to let looters take things. I am sure the people of the valley will sleep better tonight in light of this. Remember, protect your family and property. Know your rights and use them. I do. Stay safe and have a good night. Reporter Merlin Gibson, signing off.